or low voltage doesn't discharge current, aka beer, very quickly. This is low voltage. This is high voltage. Blasting electrons everywhere. Now, difference between current and voltage. Current is the actual flow of electrons. So, if you have a high current application, there's going to be a gang of current. So, if you have like high voltage and low current, you have the ability to really just blast current out. Or if you have low voltage and high current, then that means that you have a whole gang of stuff that's going to come out real slowly. And that's how you think of it. Voltage is the ability to throw charge around, and current is how much charge can be thrown at one time. And if you put the two together, if you have high voltage and current, if you have high voltage and high current, then that's just like throwing a fucking electricity grenade. That's just a gang of charge going somewhere.
Okay, I like.
What's amps?
Amps is current. Amps is the measurement of current. So 1 amperage is 1 coulomb of charge per second of transfer, I think.
So you can have like 5,000 volts and like little amps, and you're kind of alright.
So think of it like this. So if you have a taser that shocks you at 30,000 volts, it's only putting out a very small amount of amperage, or else it would kill you.
Like at the New Year's Eve party.
That was awesome. You're fucking.
When people were tasing each other.
Way to taser.
You didn't come to the New Year's Eve party.
People,
Is it here?
bitches were getting tased at the New Year's
This was like last year. This was December. You guys were going to my New Year's party.
A couple girls showed up with a taser, and guys were lining up to get tased.
And you were a jackass. Okay, so
Continue.
taser,
Taser.
30,000.
So like,
But low amps.
yeah. And so, like, that's the same principle as, like, current is what kills you, is the way you can remember it. Current kills you. Voltage doesn't. Like, you can hold on to,
Interesting.
you can hold on to, like, you know, freaking 1,000,000 volts, but as long as there's no current going through it, 1,000,000 volts is just, if you actually hooked up a current source to it, aka something that held charge, aka a battery, but you can create a voltage difference between two different things. So you can have 1,000,000 volts on your right and your left hand, as long as you're putting through 1,000,000th of an amp, it's not a big deal.
Sorry.
But if you have, you know, like a 9-volt battery and you lick it, it hurts like a bitch because it's transferring a gang of current through your tongue. So that's the difference. Current is the actual motion of the charge. Voltage is just, if there is charge present, how quick can you throw it across? So that's why, like if you were to take a double A, which is a 1.5 volts, and basically take 2 leads and go, it won't hurt as bad as a 9 volt. Because a 9 volt has like 6 times as much capability to shock the shit out of your tongue, and it's a bigger battery, so it's got more current to throw charge at you. So that's the way that works. And that's what power is. Power is the charge, basically the voltage and the current. So the combination of how fast can you throw it and how much can you throw at once. You know?
So is that why there's a 12-volt car battery and it will whoop the shit out of you?
A 12-volt car battery is made to have 580 cold cranking amps.
Yeah.
And they ran Apollo 13 on amp.
Sweet.
You know, they ran Apollo 13 on like amp and probably 28 volts for the whole spacecraft. Yet the battery in your car is 12 volts at like 580 amps.
Why was that? Did they just not have that?
The 5 greatest rappers in the world.
Dylan, and Dylan. I spit hot fire.
Bria, bria.
Okay, ask your question again.
Well, my question was, Mr. Science.
Is that your question?
No, I have no idea what you're talking about. There's nothing here to look at. No, my question was, if they...
It's not the droids you're looking for.
It's not the droid you're looking for.
Senior science.
Recorded on your Android phone. No, I was wondering, if they had car batteries at that time, why didn't they use that? Or like a heavier... Oh, they were too heavy?
Well, and I think their electrical system went out. I don't know that much about Apollo 13.
Oh, so they had a lot more power to work with in the space program, but that was all they had to work with at the time because of that short.
They had car batteries and shit, but the cost to actually put something into orbit is astronomical.
Yeah, it's like, what, $20,000 per pound or something like
Can
that?
you describe the meaning of astronomical?
It's astronomical.